Yes, thank you. Sunday. You're not going to break me. I've been doing this for a long time, okay? I've done every type of show you can think of. I've done every animal lodge there is. I'm not kidding. Eagles Lodge, Elks Lodge, Moose Lodge, Beaver Lodge. That was a strip club, but it was a good time. Okay? Keep working hard. Maybe one day, Great Wolf Lodge. Happy to be here. Sometimes new stuff comes up. I was in St. Louis in February during Marty Gras. Did you know St. Louis is like the second biggest place for Marty Gras? I didn't know that, and I had never been to a place that does Mardi Gras during Mardi Gras. So I was like, I should do Mardi Gras stuff. So I did. Got some beads. Showed some boobs. They weren't mine. I Googled them. I was like, does that count? They didn't know the rules. It worked out. It's a fun crowd. I like a crowd that drinks on a Sunday. Let the Lord in. Yeah, you gotta be careful, be responsible about it, you know. I have one DUI, can anyone beat it? I do, I have one DUI. I got my DUI in 2014 in Washington State. If you know your marijuana history, that is the year that weed became legal in Washington State, so they started giving out more DUIs for marijuana. I got mine for alcohol like a good person. What happens when you get a DUI in Washington State, you have to have what's called an interlock device in your car, which is the blow and go. A lot more people are nodding their heads than raise their hands, but all right, that's fine. The booze kazoo, you guys know. The problem is they didn't know what to do with the marijuana DUIs. They gave them the same interlock device, which only detects alcohol. And I know that because you have to get it calibrated once a month, and it was always me and a bunch of dudes in their 40s in pajama pants. They were always yelling at the guy. They'd be like, you can blow weed smoke right into that thing, it still starts. Which is true. I shouldn't tell you that, but it's true. It only detects alcohol. You could do a line and get it started if you wanted to. The only difference now, it's got a camera on it. So it's got to be you that's blowing into it, right? Because the old ones, you could blow into it for someone else, right? You blow into it for your mom or whatever. And then she'd take you to school like normal, you know? It's a long way to go for that one. You did good. Happy person. Good stuff going on. I've been married for a year and a half. Sure, thanks, I guess. I didn't know that was good. That's pretty good. Not everybody's making it that long. This is how I found out. About a week before my 1-year anniversary, I was on stage and I was like, oh, in a week, I'll have been married for a year. And this woman in the back of the audience goes, you still got a week, don't get excited. Like, how many divorces do you have, ma'am? Happily married, I'm married to a lady. Sure, yeah. Oh, it's June, you have to clap. Just kidding, no. Yeah, I am gay. I didn't dress like this because I was cold. She dropped her phone. Happily married. We had like a big wedding, a big like beautiful wedding, which is so expensive. I don't know if you know, wedding's so expensive, right? And so we paid a lot of it ourselves. So about a week before, we were kind of scrambling to figure out how to finish paying for it. And my wife was like, should we do OnlyFans? I was like, what? She goes, yeah, we'll just sell pictures of my butthole. Now, what I should have thought was, why not your feet? Why did we skip straight to butthole? What I did think was, why not my butthole? We have 2 usable options here. I don't see it very often. What does she know that I don't know? It's like, oh, we should use mine. So, that's not how we paid for it, but look, and I'm not a porn person. I don't judge you if you are. I've never been on OnlyFans. I don't like porn. I don't like porn for the same reason I don't like mimes. I need to know the backstory. How did he get into the box? Just true. I knew you were going to get it eventually. It's true for both things. If you think, all right, you got it. You got it. Thank you. Happily married. That's also how I became a parent. I'm a step parent now. It's my favorite part of our relationship because people try to do the math when they see the three of us together. It really stresses them out. Especially here in the Northwest, nobody wants to be offensive, right? So the three of us will walk up and they'll be like, okay. 1, 2, 3, okay. Did you buy them together? Next question, always, are you gonna have more kids? Are you trying to have more kids? I'm like, we've been trying. It has not worked. Some of you can Google it later if you need to. You guys are fun. Now, as a parent, you overanalyze some of the things you were told when you were younger. Because am I supposed to still tell them that or not, right? Like we went through this period, I'm a millennial, we went through this period where all of our parents and our teachers were like, you're not better than anyone else. Treat everyone the same, you're not better than anyone else, right? And then I became an adult and I was like, no, I'm better than quite a few people. Actually, like, I'm good. Pretty good. So are you, you're doing good. Thank you, sure. No one's ever clapped like that for that, but good for us. I never felt like that either. I never felt better than anyone else until I got a bidet. It did really change the game. I'm just judging all of you and your dirty buttholes. That's why I think I can do OnlyFans, all right? And I'm so, like, I'm supposed to be like a parent, but I'm also just a person, right? And now I'm like, I'm a millennial. I do all the millennial things. Like I wanted to lose weight for my wedding. That happens. People do that, right? So I was like, oh, I'll just do all the millennial trends, right? So I did vegan for a little bit. Thank you, Pacific Northwest. Yeah, it was just vodka and cigarettes, but it was vegan. No, I'm not vegan. I try to keep up with the trends, though. I eat kale. Thank you. I do eat kale. Yeah. I know, it's hard for me though, because I grew up in the 90s, we didn't have different lettuces. We had one lettuce, and it was called salad. Put it on your burger if you wanted to. But I want to be different than other millennials, but I'm not. I know that, because I'm watching all the murder documentaries and the cult documentaries. That's what I'm doing. That's what we're into now. I don't know if you knew that. Cult docs. Murder docs. Murder culture is a thing right now, which is fun for the Pacific Northwest because everyone's really proud of their serial killers. All of a sudden, I heard a lady the other day, she was like, we have really good serial killers here. We have like the best serial killers here. For a bunch of passive-aggressive people, did you ever think we were just bad neighbors? Nobody said anything that whole time. It's a different interview on the news when they're like, oh my gosh, you lived next door to Ted Bundy for 12 years? What was that like? They're like, I don't know, I never met him. I wear headphones in my own home. Cults, I'm super into cults. So much so that I have a favorite cult leader. I never thought that was gonna happen. Okay, I've been watching all the cult documentaries. Here's the one. I think she really nailed it, okay? It's called Love Has Won. Mother God, any fans? Okay, nice. This is why I think she nailed it. 1, everyone in the documentary still in the cult. All the other documentaries, they've left, they've escaped, right? Number 2, the reason I think she really nailed it is because part of her philosophy was that they needed to give her medicine every day, which was just booze. She just hammered all the time. They're like carrying her around, which does take a toll on your body. So eventually, instead of going to a doctor, they start giving her colloidal silver, which we as Northwest hippies know. Normally a nose spray, good for your immune system. She's drinking like a lot of it a day, which does turn your skin blue. It's irreversible. So by the end of this documentary, it looks like they are carrying around a hammered Papa Smurf. But now I'm into it. I'm like, maybe I should be a cult leader. Because what's the difference? I don't know if I'd be good at it. But what's the difference between just a group that gets together and a cult? Weird sex stuff. That's what it is. It's weird sex stuff. You got it. I don't know if I could do that part, right? We could try if you guys want. We could try. We could start a cult here. We'd practice on Tuesdays. Have pizza. It's more of a book club now that I say it out loud, but Oh my gosh. I just want you to feel safe. I want you to feel, like your most authentic self. And I think your most authentic you is whatever you chose your first email address to be. I feel like we don't have enough time to get to all of this, but mine was Bonds the Italian Baller 15 at hotmail.com. Yeah. Bonds was a nickname. I am Italian. I played basketball. Was I worried there were 14 other ones? No, that was my number. So there you go. We always needed everyone to know how hot we were and what we were into in our email addresses for some reason, right? Okay, because no one realized we needed to get a fucking job with it later. So I don't know if Party Boy 69 is getting a call back, but here we are. All right, you guys have been super fun. Enjoy the rest of the show.